Hi friends, today we're going to talk about different subtraction strategies that will help you when subtracting with multi-digit numbers. Let's talk friendly numbers. Friendly numbers are numbers that end in 5 and 0. They're the easiest numbers to work with, which is why we call them friendly. Let's make some friendly numbers. Let's take away 2 from 72 and make it a nice round and friendly 70. 70 take away 30 is 40. Don't forget to add that 2 back that you took away. So 30 taken away from 72 is 42. Let's do one more example. 58 take away 40. Let's add 2 to 58 to make it a friendly round 60. 60 take away 40 is 20. Take that 2 away that you added. 58 take away 40 is 18. Let's talk borrowing, what it is and when to do it, also how to do it. I'll be using base 10 blocks to help show you what this strategy is. Here's a standard algorithm on the right. Let's represent it over here on the left with base 10 blocks. This 5 is in the tens column, so it represents 50, or 5 tens. So let's put 5 10 rods over here. This is just 2 because it's in the ones column. This 3 is actually 30 because it's in the tens column, so we'll put 3 tens over here. And that 5 is in the ones column, so it's just 5. Time to subtract. We can't take 5 away from 2 because it's greater than 2. No problem. Here's where the borrowing comes in. Let me explain. We'll head over and borrow 10 from the tens column. I'm going to take this 10 rod and bring it over here. And I'll do the same thing on the right. Great. Now we've got 12 take away 5, which is 7. And over here, 12 take away 5 again is 7. Now we'll subtract in the tens column. It looks like 4 take away 3, but remember we're in the tens column, so it's actually 40 take away 30, which leaves us with 1 10 rod. And over here, 4 take away 3 is 1, which leaves us with a difference of 17. Let's do another example. Here's your standard algorithm. That 4 is really 40 because it's in the tens column, so there are your 4 10 rods, and there's your 1. This 2 represents 2 tens, or 20, so there are your 2 10 rods. And that 4 is in the ones column, so there are the 4. Time to subtract. We always begin the ones column when we subtract, which is the furthest column to the right. Okay, let's borrow since we can't take 4 away from 1. Let's take this 10 rod and bring it over here. I'll do the same thing with the standard algorithm on the right. Great. Now we've got 11 take away 4, which leaves us with 7. Same thing over here. Great. Now the tens column, this looks like 3 take away 2, but it's actually 30 take away 20, which leaves us with 1 10 rod. 3 take away 2 is 1, so 17 is our answer, also known as the difference. Let's do some borrowing with a 3-digit number without the base 10 blocks to see if we remember. We can't take 4 away from 1 because it's greater than 1, so let's borrow a 10 from the tens column. 11 take away 4 is 7. 3 take away 2 is 1, and 4 take away 1 is 3. 317 is our difference. Sometimes you need to borrow twice. That's not a problem, and it's very straightforward. Let me show you. We can't take 5 away from 4, so you know we borrow that 10, which makes it 14 take away 5, leaves us with 9. 4 take away 6, we can't do that, so we borrow 100 from the hundreds column. So now we've got 140. So we'll look at it as 14 take away 6, which is 8. 3 take away 1 is 2. 289 is our answer, or our difference. Number lines. Number lines are a great visual when you're subtracting. So this 45 represents where we're going to start our jumps. This 22 indicates the number of jumps back that we're going to take. Wherever we land, that is our difference, or our answer. So let's do our jumps now. Since we're working with 20, or a 2-digit number, we can do big jumps of 10. There's one jump of 10. There's a second jump of 10 for 20 in total. But we need to do 22 jumps. 21, 22. We landed on 23, so 23 is our difference, or our answer. Let's look at this same question from a different perspective. Sometimes it's tricky to count backward or to jump backward on a number line, so we can always just jump forward. This 22 represents where we're going to start our jumps. Now it's not written on the number line, so we just have to count those ticks between 20 and 25. We're going to finish our jumps at 45. Now our answer is the number of jumps it takes us to go from 22 to 45. There's one jump of 10, two jumps of 10, so we're at 20 jumps in total. 21, 22, 23 jumps. It took 23 jumps to get to 45. Okay, the last strategy we're going to look at today is expanded form. Let's look at 35 and 12. Let's write 35 in expanded form. You know that 3 is actually 30 because it's in the tens column, and there's our 5. To finish off expanded form, we add that addition symbol. So 30 plus 5 is how you write 35 in expanded form, as you already know. That 1 represents 10, and that's 2. Don't forget your addition symbol. Let's start by subtracting our tens. 30, take away 10, and then let's take our 1s away. So 5, take away 2. 30 take away 10 is 20, and 5 take away 2 is 3. Our final difference, or our answer, is 23. Let's look at one final example, working with hundreds. 414 take away 312. Let's write 414 in expanded form. That 4 is in the hundreds column, it represents 400. That 1 is in the tens column, it represents 110, or simply 10. And that 4 is in the ones column, it's just 4. That 3 is 300, that 1 is 10, and that 2 is 2. Okay, time to subtract. Let's work with our hundreds. 400 take away 300, then our tens. 10 take away 10, and our ones. 4 take away 2. That leaves us with 100, 0, and 2 for a final difference of 102. I hope this video helps you understand the many strategies you can use when subtracting.